say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside is 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Golden Flashes offense will have today not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Give to the running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Bust to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing. The golden flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense had the look they liked. Tight ends are such matchup problems because of their size, because of their athleticism, and this offense does a nice job moving this guy around, especially in this area of the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the golden flashes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Touchdown, Ohio State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Here's the return. Slips through the line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Finds his man. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Jumped on top of the pile. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Touchdown, Ohio State! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Extending the play. Got a man. It's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. Caught on the outside, it's Porter. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense.
There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Golden Flashes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, he got loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Makes the grab. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Flashes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tight end now in motion. Going to the run to start this second half. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Using his legs, it's Hicks. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Golden Flashes are rolling down the field. Wants to throw. It's good. Under fire. He's going to take off. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The golden flashes send out the punt unit. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to throw, it's good. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. With the catch, it's Hicks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's good. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is
There he goes. Punt near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They go to the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Dropping back, it's good. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense...
Turning it on! Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick completion to the right. Quick step and go. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Headed to the end zone. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone off.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the golden flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The golden flashes will line up to punt it away. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Still on his feet. You always hear about guys in practice who run to the end zone no matter what. That's what's happening here. They'll go to the end zone, but there are flags on the field, and this one's coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.